Call7 Investigator John Ferrugia is discovering a judge hears malpractice cases despite an apparent conflict of interest. John, that judge has a family member who was a top executive at the hospital involved.
That's right, Bertha. Our investigation found that Jefferson County District Court Judge Christopher Munch did not recuse himself in cases involving Exempla Lutheran Hospital, nor did he even disclose to lawyers and their clients that his brother at one time was an executive there. And even the judge acknowledges that's a violation of judicial ethics.
He went to the emergency room at Exempla Lutheran. At Exempla Lutheran, he was given certain care and treatment, and because we felt it was below the standard of care, we filed a lawsuit.
Brad Pollock has represented clients for 35 years who believe they've been harmed by hospitals and doctors. In 2005, he filed a case in the Jefferson County District Court that was assigned to Judge Christopher Munch for a client who badly injured his hand.
He had permanent damage resulting not just from the injury itself, but also resulting from what we believe to be the care that was given, but that was below the standard of care.
At the time, Pollock says Exempla Lutheran filed a motion to dismiss the hospital from the case. Pollock was preparing for another trial and petitioned with his own motion to Judge Munch for more time to respond.
I received an order from the court, and I believe that was on a Wednesday, saying the motion had been denied. And then that next Tuesday, the court dismissed my entire claims against Exempla Lutheran.
Surprising?
Very surprising. You don't expect that to happen.
What Pollock didn't know until we told him was that in 2005, the judge's brother, Dr. David Munch, was listed as Lutheran's chief operating officer. On his LinkedIn page, Dr. Munch says he was an officer of the company from 2000 through 2009.
I learned about this yesterday from you, and it was a complete surprise to me. I've never had any knowledge or information at all that Judge Munch had any relationship with regard to anybody at Exempla Lutheran.
Judges are required to conduct themselves in a way that avoids impropriety or the appearance of impropriety. That's crucial because one of the things that's so essential for our democracy to function is that people trust the judiciary.
Rebecca Aviel teaches legal ethics at the University of Denver. She says the Colorado Code of Judicial Conduct makes it clear that Judge Christopher Munch had an obligation at least to inform Pollock and his client that there might be a conflict of interest, so they could file a motion to remove him from the case. And if he doesn't do that?
If he doesn't do that, he has to disqualify.
And if he doesn't disqualify?
If he doesn't disqualify, I think we have a really clear violation of the Code of Judicial Conduct.
Judge Munch declined our request for an interview, but I went to speak with him in person, and he acknowledged that my brother worked for Lutheran. If I did not disclose that, it's wrong. When told, lawyers were stunned when they found out about the conflict of interest. Judge Munch replied, "I understand they would be stunned and upset. I have made disclosures in cases. I certainly should have disclosed it."
If I would have been told of the relationship, I would have asked that Judge Munch recuse himself.
He shouldn't have been on the case.
I don't believe he should have.
And Brad Pollock is not the only lawyer who feels he got a raw deal. We found several cases, including a current one before Judge Munch, where Exempla Lutheran has been involved and the judge never disclosed his brother was part of hospital management. Now, 3 of those lawyers met this week with the State Trial Lawyers Association trying to decide whether to file formal complaints. And Bertha, the real concern is there may not be any remedy for those who brought the suits and lost because the statute of limitations has now run out.
Thank you, John. We want to tell our viewers that if you have a story idea for the Call7 investigators, call this number, 303-832-7777, or send an email to call7@thedenverchannel.com.